Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and since June of 2022, I've been documenting my use of Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Now, before I get into my disclaimer and this update, Mounjaro so far has improved my life. What you see is the weight loss, but what you can't see is how it has improved my A1C. When I was prescribed Mounjaro, my A1C was 8.2. My last check, it was 6.0. It has reversed my non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. My blood pressure is lower and my cholesterol is looking really good, although I do take a statin. But before I get into this week's update, I just want to remind you that I am not a healthcare professional and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinions about using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Also, I have no relationship with a drug manufacturer, Lilly, and they are not compensating me to publish these videos or to do these videos. I might be open to it, but no, they are not compensating me. Anyway, let's get into this week's update. And first off, you can see the scenery is a little bit different. This is not my bedroom. This is actually a hotel room. I have a business trip this week, so I am in a hotel room on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, so here I am. It's all good though. So I just finished up week 33 at the of using Mounjaro at the week and at week 17 at the 10 milligram dose. Now, if you've been following along, you know I don't want to lose any more weight. Well, I lost another pound this week, so I'm down to 138 pounds. That means I've lost almost 60 pounds since beginning this journey at the end of June of 2022. Yeah, so I had minimum side effects with the 10 milligram dose. And I think that's because my body is just getting used to being at this dose. Now, nutrition, I've been watching my portion sizes. I've had a lot of temptations this week. It's Girl Scout cookie season. I did purchase some Girl Scout cookies, but I did not eat the whole box in one sitting as the old me. Well, it'd probably take me 4 sittings to eat a whole box of Girl Scout cookies. And now I'm just eating a couple at a time a day. Other nutrition is that I've been enjoying Bistro MD a couple times during the week for lunch, and I really like these meals. Now, these meals are from the second box that I received. I'm still tasting and need to upload videos for the first box, but I really like the second box of meals better compared to what I have been eating for Bistro MD. And excuse me, as a reminder, Bistro MD, these meals are diabetic friendly and they are designed by a doctor and they are chef prepared. And yeah, the second box are really, really tasty. I'm really impressed with those meals. Also, I made another batch of yogurt and I found a great combination with the sugar-free jam that I made, the sugar-free strawberry jam with all those strawberries I picked last week. Now, the jam quite didn't set well, and I'm guessing it's because I used the monk fruit sugar rather than stevia. But that's okay because it's perfect for putting into yogurt, or I'm not sure what else. I haven't found any other use for it yet, but it tastes really good on the homemade yogurt that I've been making. I think that's it for nutrition. Exercise has been really minimal this past week. I have been working a lot. I've had early mornings and late nights. I actually took my dog to the vet on Friday, which has a kennel, because my typical kennel, it lost the roof during Hurricane Ian, and they're still working on that. So I took him to the vet kennel and they're keeping an eye on him. My dog, he did get the canine flu last week when I took him to the same place, the same vet kennel. So he's been having a hard time, coughing up a lot of phlegm, but hopefully he's on the mend. He was doing better when I dropped him off at the vet on Friday, so I'll be able to pick him up on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to getting my dog again, and we'll be going out for our regular walks. So because I haven't had him since Friday morning, I really haven't been doing much walking, and I haven't done other exercise, which I know is bad. My glucose numbers have been in the 90s in the morning, and that's the typical update or summary for this past week. I'm still amazed as to what Mounjaro is able to do for my body and for all of you as well. For those of you who have been following along on my need for a biopsy on the nodule on my thyroid, oh my gosh, I almost thought about posting a short about the latest update, but I just thought I'd just save it for you this week. So for those of you who don't know, on December 16th, I received the test results of an ultrasound at a nodule on my thyroid. My doctor, my endocrinologist, she would like it biopsied. This was on December 16th. They sent a referral off to a radiologist on December 16th. Long story short, this is February 12th, and as of Friday, well, let me back up. As of Wednesday, they did not have my images yet, even though I've contacted them multiple times and they said that they would take care of getting the images from my doctor. So last Monday, I had an appointment with my general practitioner. She's not the one who ordered the scan and the biopsy. However, they're in the same medical group. So I told her what happened, and she was like, "What?" So apparently, my endocrinologist, she typically does the biopsies herself. So my doctor was shocked that doctor is not doing the biopsy and that she ordered somewhere else to do it. So she said, "Hold on, I hope this will help you." And she disappeared for a while, and she came back and she said, "I'm getting your images for you." So basically the imaging center where I had the images done, which is in the same medical group, but it's a different medical group as to where the biopsy is supposed to be done, they handed me a disc with my images. So I'm like, awesome. So I called the radiologist. They said, "No, we still don't have your images. Please drop them off." So on Wednesday, I dropped them off at one of the centers. Now, backing up, they told me I could drop it off at any 3 of their centers that they have. I dropped it off at the place closest to where I work. I work about an hour from where I live. The other 2 places are probably about 20 minutes to 30 minutes from where I live. So I dropped it off in the morning on my way into work, and they said, "Yeah, you can stop by after work and pick them up. We're open until 10 o'clock. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went by Wednesday after work, and they said, "Oh, well, sorry, we just couldn't pull off the images, so we're going to send it down to our other office where they will be able to pull off the image." And I said, "Well, how late are they open till?" And they're open till 10. I'm like, "Well, that's on my way home. Can I just take them and drop them off there?" And they said, "No, we'll have the courier do it." And they wouldn't give me back my disc. So I have not checked with them to see if they were actually successful. They were supposed to call me when it was all complete. So me thinking worst case scenario, I'm thinking that they lost my images. I don't know if that's a true statement. I'm just back in this limbo again. So I'll be calling them this week to make sure that they were able to download the images accordingly. And if they weren't, or if they lost my images, I'm just going to ask for a different referral for a different radiologist, because this is getting ridiculous. Anyway, so that's what this week's update. I hope you're doing well. I hope your Mounjaro experience, your Mounjaro journey is working out swimmingly for you. Hope you're having success. I know if you're starting out, you're probably having some stomach issues like I had, and maybe some constipation issues, but just stick with it. Drink lots of water. Nutrition is so important, and that's another thing that I wish I understood better when I started this experience, is how important nutrition is. Eating a well-balanced diet, especially a lot of vegetables and fiber, getting that into you. I know there's days you probably don't want to eat, or you want to eat very minimal, but it's very important that you are getting that balanced diet into you, as well as drinking lots of water and keeping hydrated. So, thank you for being here. I do appreciate your comments and following along, and I hope you have an awesome week. Thank you, and see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.